Hi everybody, I am here to share with you a new process video, and this layout is called This Is Svea. And surprise, surprise, I'm using the open book. Um, I'm going to start off with a frame and a photo of her lying on my bed, which she's not allowed to do, but she does it and she's so cute. So I don't have the heart to tell her to buzz off. I'm going to use a couple of different papers, and I'm going to build sort of like a panel down the middle of, or not really the middle, but down the white cardstock. So I have an idea of what I want to do, and now I am just really trying to pull that off. Now the frame has lovely floral design, and I want to pick up the colors with these papers. So nothing too bold in the papers, just these soft colors. That was my thought anyway. So I decided I wanted a bit more life, so I pull out my watercolors, and they're not expensive anyway, but they're more expensive than the ones I usually work with. But as you can see, it's hardly any color. I mean, you can sort of tell on the finished photos, but it's not at all as much as the really cheap ones. On the other hand, the cheap ones lay like, like chalk on top, so I don't know. But I gave it a try. So and I used pink, yellow, and then sort of mixed them to get a bit of an orange to pull in with that in the frame. So I'm going to try to dry it off a bit, and I'm going to lay out my papers the way I think I want them. And I'm going to try to use a lot of green um, to get some contrast, as that is the darkest color I'm using. And I'm going to put the papers a bit askew, just to give a bit more interest. And then I decided I did need some bold, so I'm going to pick this pink paper, and I really like how that turned out. And I want to stitch. So I'm bringing out my sewing machine, and I'm just stitching down either side of them, so it's nothing big or fancy stitching. When I did stitch, I was like, maybe I should like stitch down each of the papers, but then I was like, I think it's fine. And I mean, just this little stitch, it adds texture, and I really wanted that. And you can hear Kerstin. Okay, so done with that. And you can see it's really bulky, but hey, that's the way it is. Just going to crunch up the edges a little bit to be more texture, and when I look at it now, I really like how it looks. Because of the papers, I have a lot of patterns, but because of the colors, it's not overwhelming or hard to look at. So that is always a good thing. So I put some foam underneath the photo just to give it a bit more lift. And my favorite little drawer. And I think I want a lot of stuff, but then I was like, I have a lot of pattern and I don't want a lot of like ephemera on it. So I just settled with flowers that sort of goes with that frame. So it sort of looks like the frame just bloomed out, if you sort of get what I'm getting at. I don't know. But that is what I want. Kerstin. Just, yeah, so you can't really, I don't want you to be able to tell like there's the frame and there's the flowers, because of they are sort of the same flowers and the same colors. I just want it to be a very soft transition. So yeah, and those leaves are my favorite. I think they are so pretty. Oh, just not fair. So I'm pulling out some Prima flowers that I've hoarded. Well, not hoarded. I try to use them, but yeah. So I use this. It's really delicate, sort of a tulle flower, and I think it works perfectly with this. And here's a gold vellum flower just cut in half so you get sort of flower leaf effect on it. and I decided I did want a bit more bling, so I'm pulling out some bling from Prima, and I think this is from the Time Traveler's Memories collection, and it's called Sage and Crystals. So I put out about 5 of them, and then some wood hearts. These are from Studio Calico, no big deal, but I did want another element, another texture on the layout, and I think wood is very cute. So here I take some wood letters from Studio Calico and I write Svea on the frame, and trying to find my glossy accent, which is clogged, of course, because when do you have a glossy accent that isn't clogged, you know? So just write that, and I really like how it turned out, but I do want uh, a title, and yeah, not going to use that one. Just some puffy stickers in yellow to bring out the yellows in the flowers and in the papers, and the date. No, if I can just bring out. Oh, I wanted to do some journaling, so I just took some black paint because I wanted to up the contrast a bit. I mean, Svea is a black cat, and here just show you, my brush is really bad, so it gives a really good, when you do it like this, I really like the effect it gives. So I don't think I will get to show you the title. The title I'm using are from Maggie Holmes' open book, the thickers that are in gold glitter. And I'm going to write This Is Svea on the frame. And well, here I'm just using a white gel pen to write. So here you can see the title. And I added This Is the arrow to point at the Svea because Svea is not quite as visible. So this gold arrow gets to draw the eye, so you can see the title is This Is Svea. So I'm really happy with how this layout turned out. It's so one of my favorites, and I just really like the open book collection. And here is the favorite part of my layout. I really hope you enjoyed and have a great week.